Hello, my name is Dr. Khaled Annabi, and in this second video, we're going to continue with the description of the clavicle. The clavicle is a tubular, somewhat S-shaped bone. You see, this is the S-shaped form of the clavicle. The clavicle forms with the scapula the shoulder girdle. The S-shaped form of the scapula weakens it and explains the frequency of its fractures. The clavicle is composed of a body with two surfaces, the superior surface and the inferior surface, and two edges, the anterior edge or border and the posterior border. The clavicle has also two ends, the sternal end, which is medial, and the acromial end, which is lateral. Let's start with the superior surface. The superior surface of the clavicle is subcutaneous and bears less relief than the inferior surface. As you see, in its lateral third, it touches the deltoid muscle in front and the trapezius muscle at the back. In its medial two-thirds fits the sternocleidomastoid muscle. Now we are going to describe the inferior surface. As we said before, the inferior surface is rough. The costoclavicular tuberosity is a medial, broad, irregularly roughened surface that anchors the costoclavicular ligament. Subclavian sulcus runs along the posterior-inferiorly quadrant of the midshaft, providing a roof over the great vessels of the neck, such as the subclavian artery and vein. The subclavian sulcus provides also an insertion for the subclavius muscle between the clavicle and the rib cage. Here we see the conoid tubercle is found on the lateral end of the clavicle and is located posteriorly. It is the attachment point of the conoid ligament. However, the trapezoid line leads laterally from the conoid tubercle and it is an attachment for the trapezoid ligament. The anterior border of the clavicle its medial two-thirds are convex and thick. However, its lateral third is concave. The medial two-thirds anchor the pectoralis major muscle. Its lateral third contains the deltoid tubercle, where the deltoid muscle attaches. The posterior border of the clavicle is completely the opposites. The two medial thirds are concave, while the lateral third is convex. The posterior border gives insertion to the trapezius muscle laterally and to the sternocleidomastoidean muscle medially. We are going to finish with the two ends of the clavicle. The sternal end is stout, round, and has an articular surface for the manubrium, as well as a small facet onto the inferior surface for the first costal cartilage. However, the acromial end is flatter and wider. On its lateral surface, just here, there is an acromial facet for articulation with the acromial process of the scapula. I hope everything was clear. If you like the video, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and don't forget also there are a lot of interesting videos to watch, so keep following. Tschüss.